Good morning, colleagues. My name is Nasir Hussain. I'm sure some of you know me and remember me from my time at NLNG. I used to lead the continuous improvement effort from about 2015 to 2020. Today, I want to share and talk about healthy lifestyle paired up with applying continuous improvement thinking. And I'd like to share and try to share my own reflections based on my own journey uh, from 2016 to 2017. To give you some context, in 2016 I had what is sometimes called a life-changing event. Thankful to God and then to the NLNG medical team for my treatment and subsequent recovery. Anyway, as a result of changing my lifestyle, I was able to stay healthy. Changing my lifestyle drastically resulted in uh, moving or reducing my body mass index from 35 down to 25 in about 15 or 16 months. So that was the introduction. I want to talk about three main points in the next few minutes. Point number one about the importance of mindset, being self-aware and mindful. Point number two, some further details about my own journey and my own experience. And number three, some continuous improvement approaches that some of you, many of you should be familiar with, and tools you can use for your own health lifestyle transformation. So, point number one, the power of self awareness, about being mindful. And so, Henry Ford, you all know Henry Ford, he once said, if you think you can't, you are right. If you think you can, you are right. This shows the power of an optimistic mindset. Don't defeat yourself before you begin. I once read in one of the health blogs from some author. The title said something like, Eat whatever you want and still lose weight. So I was intrigued. What is this about? I read it and looking for some new shortcut. But it was really about making healthy choices in what you eat and easy and really liking what you choose. So the key point was being healthy and maintaining that lifestyle is a choice. It's a choice in your mind, and no one can force it on you. Point number two is about my own health transformation experience. I gave myself a goal to bring my weight down to a healthy body mass index, which for my height is about 25. Dr. Charles or others can better explain what BMI or body mass index means and how to use it. And really, the key change was for me about my diet and the exercise regime that I chose. For diet, I chose what is called the Mediterranean diet, which is really about more fruits and vegetables, more protein, less carbs, less starches, less oil, less sugar. For me, I drastically reduced oil and sugar. You can read up about Mediterranean diet if you want. It's very common. But it does not have to be Mediterranean for you. It could be whatever makes sense for you. Coupled with that, of course, is what kind of exercise you do. Maybe you want to play squash, maybe you golf. For me, I used to walk. Uh, that was my predominant exercise, about 1 hour every day. Uh, you can choose a different exercise regime. But between diet and exercise, those are the key changes that a healthy lifestyle is really all about. The key is really to spend more energy than you are taking in, energy or calories than you are taking in. In a way, it's a simple mass balance. What energy is coming in versus what is being spent. Another reflection from my own health experience, from my own experience in general. Don't wait for that catastrophic wake-up call to start making those life-changing transformations or those decisions, those choices. The smart one is the one who learns from his own mistake or experience. But the wise one is the one who learns from others' experience. So try to be the wise one. Moving on. Point number 3 is about my advice or my reflection to help you with your approach. For example, what will you do? So my reflection or advice is again to be scientific about it. So I want to share some points for your consideration. Bullet or point number 1 is about change management. In change management theory, there's a model or an approach by someone named Kotter, John Kotter. He has 8 steps for managing or making change successful. You can read up about all 8 steps, but I want to share just the first 2 which are relevant to our conversation today. The first one is about creating a sense of urgency. So the fact that you're here today at this health retreat is an indication that you're taking your health seriously. But then you have to be serious about that sense of urgency. And the second point from Kotter is about creating a coalition for change. So the first, as an example, the first thing, one of the steps that you could take or you should take is within your family, be aligned on the change that you want to make and create that coalition. Be together and say, this is what we want to do, and this is our common goal. It may not be successful for you to have to have a health agenda, but maybe your spouse is not really aligned or not really bought into that. So the takeaway from this first point is create a sense of urgency and create or align within your household for a change coalition. Studies have shown that, and this is not just related to healthy lifestyle or health in general, but also for business as a whole. Common failure points for change or transformation agenda are not having clear goals, not knowing how to achieve those goals, not tracking where you are against the goal, and lastly, not holding yourself accountable. So if we were to think about this and reflect, how can we apply this to our own change agenda for a healthy, to stay and maintain a healthy life? The first point is about setting clear goals for yourself. I gave my example of body mass index. Maybe you have a similar goal. Maybe you choose a different goal. The medical team can help you with your specific case. What should your goal be? But then with that goal, you want to keep visual score. Where are you against that? Maybe you keep a log of your weight and what you were eating, for example. You want to keep some metrics to keep visual score. Understand what you need to do to achieve that goal that you set for yourself. For example, what are the leading measures? If you chose body mass index as your goal, then that translates into weight. Weight translates into diet and exercise. So try to understand some cause and effect of how you want to reach your goal, how to get to a certain result. And the last point from what I mentioned the studies is about accountability. Hold yourself accountable. If you need help, maybe your spouse can help you keep yourself accountable. If you have a daily goal for a certain diet, hold yourself accountable. If you have a certain exercise regime that you want to maintain, hold yourself accountable on a daily basis. These are the points that I want to share with you. I hope this was useful to you. I took a few moments to describe my own experience, the importance of having a positive mindset, being mindful, being self-aware, understanding the process of being healthy and the choices involved, using some visual tracking, giving yourself some clear, ambitious goals, holding yourself accountable. These are my own reflections. I hope that this was a useful piece of advice and reflection. And lastly, please stay safe and healthy. All the best. Thank you very much.